Donald Lim, Country CEO for Dentsu Aegis Network. The brief was about how do we protect the younger ones, especially most of them are online. It's all about how do we protect them. We know that when they go into the digital space, they're exploring, and we know for a fact we're a very social country. We're very aggressive in terms of using online platforms, especially for younger ones. The question is, they're also vulnerable to various risks. A lot of predators out there, a lot of their photos, whatever they post out there is compromised. So the big question and challenge is, how do we, as an industry, how do we help protect them from endangering themselves? No? And at the same time, we know that if it's compromised, sometimes it gets very emotional, sometimes their families get affected. So how do we make sure that, how do we help in protecting them? So we got 28 entries. Even the top 5 itself all of them have different ways of approaching the brief. Some may be just a mobile app, some just created a bot, some really went for the big idea, more about usage, more about habit and behavior. So we're seeing a whole slew of different applications, and that's why it's also very hard to judge, because you will see that some ideas may be similar, but all the way until the execution, they would have a twist in terms of showing how it would work. So that's why I think it's also good that we have a body stemming from different expertise, different categories. We're able to lend what is feasible, because some are extremely very tech entries, some are very creative entries. So we were able to have a balance of that. I think the first one, of course, again, is the number one, the feasibility of the technology. The second one is all about the simplicity of the idea. Can it be executed and implemented? I think on the technology end, we also discuss if there's a way around it, because sometimes it may be very straightforward. But you also know that the suspects, the predators, are also very tech savvy. So in that case, you create an app, they might go around it, the app becomes totally useless overnight. So I think in the end, we chose what idea actually is the most simple to execute, something that is very scalable, and it can actually, at the same time, it can create a very emotional punch to the user, so it's something that they can learn immediately, and at the same time, something that they can propagate and share also. So it was chosen on the merit that it was a Facebook campaign. It's very anchored on Facebook, and the creation of fake accounts, getting people to be inviting a lot of these, our target market, the younger ones, to become friends, and penetrating them. I think that is so real in this day and age. We know for a fact that a lot of our younger audiences, they actually sometimes just add friends because sometimes someone just looks cute, right? Or if I have 2 or 3 friends who have friended someone, they friended them immediately without really understanding, without really knowing the person, without understanding the risks. We actually put that into motion. No, I think the winning entry put that in motion, and they were able to. We can actually activate it. It's not even, the campaign can even last for an entire year. You can attack it, different markets, you can scale it, you can create 50 accounts, different personalities, and you can flip that after you gain critical mass for that particular account. So we felt that was a very strong entry. It's very simple. In fact, anyone can even do it on their own. Anyone can also be a victim. So I don't think even the campaign itself is not for the young. I think even the older segments can be affected, and it's a good exercise actually. No. So again, that's why we felt that it's very strong, very simple. It can go across different markets. Anyone can execute that. Anyone can be a victim. Anyone can also become part of that advocacy in helping propagate that cause.